Hi guys. We're doing a last minute glow up. I'm gonna dye my hair. So the first step, I'm dyeing my hair. Oh my gosh, look at this, stresses me out. This is like those medicine commercials. In this box, it comes with a color blend activator. Whoa. So you're supposed to put a line down our roots. Okay. Oh! I'm so confused. I feel like it shouldn't be this casual. At least I put my hair up in sections when I curled it. Like, so far I put black hair dye on my black roots. I don't even think I need to do that. I think I should have to do the bottoms. Honestly, I fear that we might be going back to my natural hair when I was a baby, aka when I was bald, because I feel like my hair is gonna fall out after this.
A few moments later.
Okay, so this is so far. Look at my face. Oh my gosh, look at my door. Oh my gosh. No, because why do I feel like my personality is gonna change? No! I love you. Oh my gosh, originally I was gonna make a video called dyeing our hair while talking about dying. But I was like, you know what? Let me not be a teenager for once. And let's talk about living and surviving and thriving. I feel like I'm such a self-sabotager that sometimes it's easier to be on survival mode than like thriving mode. Because whenever I feel like I'm thriving or I'm happy, I instantly also think something is off. Okay, I think I'm gonna give a story time. This is one of those kind of stories that you tell your grandchildren. But it's actually about a time where I almost died. So we are gonna be dyeing our hair while talking about dying. But basically, this is when me, my grandma, my dad went to New Zealand and we were going on this hike. And it was like, I think a 4-hour each way, like 4 hours up, 4 hours down. In New Zealand, it gets dark really late. So me and my dad thought it was okay to like start the hike at I think 4 p.m. or 6 p.m. And like we thought, you know, like it would still be light outside, we wouldn't take that long. Basically what ended up happening was I split up with my dad because he was like taking pictures every 5 minutes of the view. So the hike was in a zigzag, right? And so it'd be the same view, but for some reason my dad would come here and then he'd get all the way over here, and then when he got back he'd be like, oh my gosh, look at the view. And it's the same thing he's been seeing. He's just like a little bit taller looking at it. And I was just like tired of waiting for him. So I just kind of got ahead. I thoroughly enjoyed the way up. I did not even notice that I was the only one going up and everyone else was coming down and looking at me quite concerned. But the weather was really good, and like there was this one section where there was like a bunch of goats, and there was like also really good signal because like we were really high and there was like telephone poles somewhere. And so I was like FaceTiming my brother. I think I reached there in 2 hours. So I reached the top and I'm trying to call my dad and he's not picking up, and I'm like, okay, so I guess I'll just wait, because I was like, I'm not gonna go down and then try to find him and then, you know, come back up. So I wait, and I wait for about 1.5 hours and he's still not coming up, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll just be an iPad kid on the top of this mountain. Like, I was honestly so disrespectful because it was so fucking gorgeous, and I was just like with the most beautiful view in front of me, sitting down looking at my little phone. Like, I think that's why this story went downhill, because nature said karma's a bitch. Oh my gosh, I love how I said the story goes downhill because we were going downhill when it went downhill. But anyway, my dad finally reaches the top. Apparently he sprained his ankle along the way. He really wanted to quit halfway, but because I was up there and he couldn't reach me because his phone died, he was like, I have to go back up. Finally got up. It was sunset time. We took some pictures. There was like 2 couples left on the top of the mountain. Everyone else had like gone down. So once the sun like went fully down, we all started heading back down. And because the sunsets go down super fast in New Zealand during that time, because it's like winter time, it got dark really fast. I just saw one of the couples like just race down beside us, like, because there was one place where it was all ice, and so they were just like skiing it down with their feet, like they were in their honeymoon phase where like you just race each other on everything, because you know, girls love the chase. And so I was like, Dad, it's getting kind of dark. My phone at that point was on 1% because I had used it to watch my videos, to FaceTime my brother, and we didn't have a flashlight or anything, and it was like a zigzag thing, right? And I was like, what if one zigzag I just fall off? And so I was getting really nervous, and there was one couple still like up there, but I was like, they're definitely gonna be super fast. And so I was like, I have to make it down before that couple does, so that I have that couple as like my final like little beacon of hope, because they had like the professional hiker flashlights, they had the professional hiker boots. I was wearing my grandma's tap dance shoes with like the little heel on it that goes like clickety clack, because I thought it was aesthetic and it looked like hiking boots, so I was wearing those. And so at this point I was like, I'm just gonna take first lead, and I just kind of left him. And so I started sprinting down, and I was trying to save my battery, so I did this thing where I turn on my flashlight and I'd like see what's in front of me, and then I turn it off, and then I'd run, and then I turn it back on, and then I turn it off, and I'd run. And this was like the iPhone 8 era, so 1% lasted like maybe 5 minutes. Oh, and by the way, my grandma was in the car sleeping because she was like, I'm not hiking, like it's not fucking worth it. So I sprint, and then at one point I trip on goat shit, because like the goats just had shit everywhere, and it was like this like really big piece of shit, and I was like running, and I almost tripped over it. And so I turn on my flashlight because I'm like, what is that? And then I turn on my flashlight and I point it straight at a goat's eye. And I was like, oh my gosh, the devil is here. Like, that goat's eyes was red. I still remember it to this day. Like it's like those campfire stories when like they talk about animals being possessed. Like, that goat was possessed. And so after that, I started getting paranoid as fuck, because before, like, even though it was completely pitch black and I was on 1%, like, I kind of had my little plan, you know, I'd run, and then, but after that goat, like, it messed up my whole cycle. I started stressing out, but all I saw was like on the top of the hill, there was still these two lights, and it was like the last couple, but their flashlights that you could see, and I was like, they're making their way down here, like, I've got to go. But I was like, what if they've already left my dad? Because my dad was going super slow, and he was taking breaks like every 6 steps. And I was like, fuck, because like, look at me here paranoid with the goat, but I still have my 1%. He has nothing. In fact, he has more than nothing. He has a sprained ankle. And so at this point, I just start praying while I'm still running. Like, I'm literally like, oh my gosh, like, God, please make sure my dad's okay. Please don't. And like, every single time I got to the end of a zigzag, I would literally like try to look down to see if like someone had fallen or something. Because I don't know why, I just got so paranoid that my dad fell off the hill. It's like, I literally started crying. I was running, like, I was like, oh my gosh, so this is how I died. That goat was my first morning encounter, and I'm about to enter death. I really could feel it. I'm still praying, I'm singing. I literally made up this song, and I was like, just keep going, just keep going. And I was like singing it for me and the phone, because I was like, please, that 1%. And then I think because I was genuinely sprinting, I made it down there in like 1 hour. Like, I even tried to take a shortcut at one point, which was really stupid of me, bravely stupid of me. I finally made it down, but I was so paranoid about my dad, I wasn't even relieved. Instead, I went to go get my grandma, who was still sleeping. I woke her up and I was like, your son is still up there, like. And my grandma, her mother instincts turned on. She got her fucking iPad. This is like an iPad 2 with a fucking shitty flashlight, and she starts like, she starts like speaking to my dad in Chinese with her iPad, and she's like, I'm gonna go up there. And I was like, no, you're fucking not. And so I was freaking out. I was trying to get the car started to like charge my phone to get a little bit more than 1%, and then I was gonna go back up there and try to find my dad, but I didn't know how to start the car because I'm fucking stupid. And so we were just like out here like doing stuff in 2x mode. And that's when I see that the flashlight has finally reached down here, and I'm like, the couple also made it down here. I was like, oh my gosh, like, my dad's the only one still on the hills except for that fucking haunted goat. And I was just gonna beg to the couple. I was like, can we please go back up there? There's a man up there. I was just gonna pull the elderly card for my dad. And that's when I see that the couple that came down was not a couple, but a triple. And the third person was none other than my dad. And they were walking and talking. They were having the best time of their lives. These fucking three were coming down with their nice little flashlights. They had their water on their backs. They were like, ah, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. I was like I'm happy, but you really got me out here ready to like be down on my knees while you guys are just having your holly jolly little times. I was thinking that this was the end, and you guys were just at the beginning of a new friendship, start of something new. High School Musical. Yeah, they were just like they were all becoming friends. Basically, I think the couple like at some point caught up to my dad, and then these three just like started walking down together, and I guess my dad's ankle wasn't broken anymore. And I was like, I'm just glad you're okay, but wow, I am dramatic. And that's when I realized that I was a theater kid. And I was dramatic as fuck. But yeah, that was our hiking story. Now, the photo that we took on the top of the hills is my WeChat profile pic. So I would say it was all worth it at the end. Let's see. Oh wait, I think there's another gold piece. Goldilocks. Oh my God, looks like little bugs on my hair. Not this reminded me of the second grade lice outbreak. I had to get the Dora haircut afterwards. Okay, I think it's like pretty much all black. It's so cool because it looks kind of navy blue in this lighting, and it makes my eyes look like they're navy blue too. I seriously feel like I'm a different person. It's so weird. Now I wait. Okay, I definitely feel like I look stupid, but like... Okay, we are currently 20 minutes in. Part of me already misses my like kind of sort of blonde little bits. But at the same time, like I feel like my hair reminded me of the like single parent finance person's lawn aesthetic, you know? Oh wait, that's my house. Wait. Yeah, our grass, it's just never green. At this point, I think I'm just colorblind because I've never once seen our grass green. And it doesn't help that our neighbors always win the fucking like lawn of the year. Did I say yawn? Model lawn, model yard, model house, model family, model American award. And they placed this big ass sign just right next to our coursed grass. Honestly, this is my kind of look. Is this how I'm gonna look like when I'm older and I have white hair? Honestly, it's giving ghost. I think this might be what I look like once I die. Just a fucking ghost. Okay, so now I'm gonna rinse it all off. Where are you? Okay, you're... Oh, my whole shower is like stained right now. Whew. I believe some more on. I keep saying more on. Guys, I got it on the top of the ceiling. Everybody's coming down. Oh my goodness. What is this? The line for TVs on Black Friday night? My current dilemma is that I forgot to bring water. The floors are really tempting me right now. I can't believe I'm listening to meditation music in real life. You did not see that. I'm currently trying to save battery because I'm on 34%. Which is not the best, but not the worst. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm looking at a painting. That one tree right there is literally me. It's so fucking gorgeous. Yeah. 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 Whoa, look at this path. This is reminding me a bit too much of the zigzag. I'm getting a little bit of PTSD. Oh my goodness. That looks like heaven. Paradise. I think we made it. Wait. Is that blue ice? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we made it. Oh my gosh. This is like my MacBook home screen.
Too much.
A bird. Oh my. It's okay. It's okay. It's just all so beautiful. Oh my gosh, these birds are like seagulls. They're not afraid of anybody.